Hello, Aqua! Welcome. Thank you all so much for joining me, my friends. So good to have you here, whether you're new or returning. By the way, if you're new, my name is Jeanette, but I greatly appreciate all of you for coming by. And I sure hope you've been doing great. Today we're going to get your messages. We're going to see your highlighted energies. We're going to find out the new information, what's coming in for you, what you need to know, how to handle and process that new information. My Aquarian friends, your ascensions moving forward, loves. And the lesson you need to learn. Interesting. The cards are acting funky all of a sudden. I feel like they're tense. Like they got some things to say to you. So let's see. Now we are aiming for your energy here, loves. But if this is not your energy, if this happens to not be what you're going through, this could very well be a very detailed picture of someone around you. All right. So let's keep an open mind. Feel free to skip ahead as well, as I'm going to get the entire tarot portion of the spread out, and then we'll talk about it. All right. Okay, for my Aquarians, highlighted energies, please, Spirit, for Aquarius. All right, thank you. If I could pick up the cards, we have, High Priestess, beautiful. And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Okay. New information. Ten of Pentacles reversed. What goes with that? For Aquarius, we have the Two of Cups reversed. All right. Okay. Ooh, Aqua. All right. How to handle and process that. How to handle and process that new information. Goodness, you need to hear this. Yes, this is important. Okay. The Moon. Card of Pisces. How to handle and process. What goes with that Moon? Seven of Cups. Oh, Ascension's moving forward for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Ascension's moving forward for Aquarius. Hermit in reverse, card of Virgo. Chariot in reverse, card of Cancer. And Temperance in the upright. Sagittarian energy there. Card of Sag. Interesting. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, now the lesson. What is the lesson? Sorry, guys. The lesson Aquarius needs to learn. Five of Pentacles. Wow. Five of Pentacles here, with an underlined energy of the Nine of Pence here in reverse. Oh, Aqua, I hate to say this. Darlings, and you're not going to really like it, but I think you already know. Somebody in your midst here that you've been dealing with, I don't feel has your best interest in mind. It's a relationship or a connection or potential money partnership here that probably should be cut off. Yeah, I feel like you need to become aware of some things having to do with a person, a partnership, could be in relation to money. It has to do with trusting someone that you probably shouldn't trust any longer. Let's get into it. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Six of Wands here in reverse with the High Priestess. High Priestess, this divine feminine energy, she knows everything. She feels everything. And she doesn't tell everybody everything. So with this Six of Wands coming in reverse, it's very clear that things are not being announced. Things are not being talked about, spread around. There may be even no forward movement with a situation, or it feels like a lack of victory for some. All right. But it has to do with this person. Somebody in this situation here, Aqua, do take it as it resonates for you. Somebody knows something and they're not telling you, I feel. Yeah, that's what I feel. There's a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion, but I feel the confusion is because you're being led astray by somebody. Aqua. Ooh. Okay. Huh. Your new information, you know this person. You may have some sort of, they may have some sort of false persona with you here. A false, like, business partnership. I want to say false because I feel like their side is not on the up and up. Here, Aqua, you may be very, aware of this. There may be a part of you who, it's like I'm talking about this and you're like, damn it, I knew it. I knew so-and-so was stealing from the cash register. I knew they were squandering money from the business. I knew that they made that business investment, and that thing I told them not to do, they did it anyway on purpose. You know what I mean? It's something like that. It may cause you to lose out on money or lose out on stability within a partnership. Now, if we're talking about love, they know things they're not telling you here, Aqua. They have some knowledge that you haven't figured out yet. Now, that's not saying that you're not going to figure it out, darlings. But I feel like there's an underlined reason of why you keep accepting it, and we'll get to that, all right? But it's somebody here that I feel like that you should not trust them quite as much as you do, just as a warning. This is your new information. It may become very obvious. That's why it's new. Thank you, Spirit. They're not telling you. You may already know or feel it. You may already feel it because the High Priestess is very intuitive. She feels everything. So you can't hide from the High Priestess. She only gives away the knowledge she wants to give away. So this can go both ways. You both could be that High Priestess energy, you and the person that you're dealing with, because they are hiding things from you or not announcing things quite yet. They may have, thank you, Spirit. They may have failed at something recently they don't want you to know about. Okay? That could literally be even a child failing a test. Thank you, Spirit. They're trying to hide it from you. Like, it could be like that right now. All right? Very simple or very dramatic. But it could grow either way, even if it's simple. It could grow into something here. It can grow into something that I don't think that you're going to want to see. Okay, so but let's holy moly, you guys, I'm getting bombarded with messages. Either way, I also feel like you're living in that High Priestess energy where you can sense something is off, or you can sense that you're not getting all the information or not being told certain things. Eventually, it's going to become very obvious, or you're going to find out the damn right truth, because they won't be able to provide those receipts. They won't be able to provide their equal half here. You feel me? Well, this is a little funky here. This is your how to handle and process. Piscean energy. I believe within the Seven of Cups as well. Pisces, Cancer with the Moon card. Definitely a lot of emotion. A lot of illusions, though. Here, it's, again, with this, like you've trusted somebody, Aqua, that maybe you shouldn't have put all of your eggs in one basket, or maybe you shouldn't have put all your trust. If we're talking something simple, like a kid, who turned the F into an A sort of situation, or whatever, maybe it's something that's a little, white lie. Like a little white lie. But literally, this could be huge for some of you, and this could be for others, a little white lie. Either way, it's like it could grow into somebody later on thinking, like that child thinking, oh, I got away with it. Well, what else can I get away with? You feel me? Just saying, Aqua. This confusion and these illusions. This is your how to handle and process. I feel like Spirit is saying bust through. High Priestess style, with that sword of truth, that Ace of Swords, like cut through the bullshit to get to the truth. If you're feeling that somebody's not being quite honest, or that something is going on in the background, that they failed and they don't want you to find out potentially, or that they've been investing somewhere, putting in their energy into something, and they don't want to announce it to you, they don't want to tell you about it. And that could be ranging from huge to devious, straight up robbing from the store kind of energy. Do take it as it resonates. Aqua, if you feel that already right now, go looking for those receipts. Go looking for the proof, because that's going to clear up your own confusion. And then you're going to know who you can and can't trust. is what it feels like. Thank you, Spirit. Phew. Your ascension's moving forward. We have Temperance here. You've got, first of all, you got nothing but majors here. With the Hermit and the Chariot both in the reverse, and we have Temperance coming in the upright. Healing and balance to a situation. Harmony. Harmony. Between you and this person. But I feel like the harmony is more within you here, Aqua. I feel like the harmony gained is this confusion clearing up. You might have felt something about somebody for a really long time. Are they lying to me? Their drawer was short again? Like, this has happened every day this week. You know, something like that. If you're already having that energy, go find the truth. Because that's what's going to help you cut through this confusion and lead to your own personal inner balance. This may be also the type of relationship you want to preserve, right? Especially if it's a child, or a deep soulmate bond. Could be a relationship, loveship, whatever we're talking about here for you, right? Somebody in your midst bending the truth a little bit, little truth bender. And you might want to still keep harmony in this relationship and keep the friendship relationship as it, is, with improvements. Thank you, Spirit. Definitely going to have to improve the situation. And I feel like, honestly, when you find out the proof of what they didn't want you to find out, what they didn't want to announce to you, here, Aqua, going forward, I feel that you'll have to make your own announcements. I feel part of you won't want to. You may want to actually, instead of rushing right into saying it like it is, you may want to reflect a little bit first. Because even if you find out some truths, this may be something that you do want to preserve, so you don't want to be too hard or harsh. But there's a lot of growth energy here as well. So it does depend on how you feed this energy, whether it turns into something harmonizing and preservable, or if it grows, I feel like thank you, Spirit. That's the key. You will need to have a conversation. That's the key right there, because you're going to have to say, I found out what you were hiding. Child, I found out that you switched your grade. I got a note from your teacher that you weren't in school that day, whatever it is, right? I found the receipts, buddy, and you're going to have a confrontation with them, a conversation with them, and tell them, I'm no longer living in confusion and illusion. I found out what you did. Now, what are your suggestions, boo-boo, on how we take care of this shit if you want to keep this person in your life? But I think your first inclination, you might want to rush in and tell them what you think of them. And I feel like Spirit is saying hold back a little. You might not want to go within to gain that knowledge first. You might want to rush right in and say, F you, dude. Or, if it's that bad, and if it's something minuscule, you might want to put up those walls and be like, I can't trust you, man. Yeah, it was a little white lie. You went to the party without me, but dude, why wouldn't you just tell me the truth from the beginning? I don't know if I want to associate with you anymore. You know what I mean? I want to put the walls up against you, or maybe this is a roommate situation, someone you can't get away, or your kid, and maybe you just put a block on it. I'm not, nah, yeah, I'll make you your sandwiches, but I'm not gonna, I'm not super gushy on you right now. You know what I mean? That kind of feeling. Wow, a lot of varying scenarios. A lot of information, but somebody here was trusted on a situation that probably shouldn't have been trusted on. And I think, again, with this, you're going forward. Your first inclination, I feel, is you're going to want to tell them off, but it's almost like divine timing. Gain your inner balance first, Aqua, before you tell them anything, or before you make any quick movements. Go within before you make any harsh movements, criticisms, judgments. But I trusted them. I heard it, yes, but you trusted them. Well, again, this could be something major for some of you, and it could be something very minuscule, right? Just don't be too hasty on the punishment. Don't be too hasty on the pulling away from them just yet, if it's something that you want to have preservance with later on, okay? But I feel like they are going to get caught and you are going to have to confront them. Five of Pentacles here. Now the lessons, this is something that kind of reoccurs in our life. This is something that Spirit wants to see us, this lesson learned. All right, so with this Five of Pentacles, it's a locked out, blocked out, ghosted sort of energy, but it's also an energy of lack. All right, so this could go a couple different ways here. I feel maybe for some of you, you were relying on somebody to provide something for you when they were just taking from you behind your back, and you maybe didn't realize, even though you knew you didn't know, or you had a tinge of it. Your intuition's going off, but you had no proof, you know, and it's almost like you were working with somebody a little bit too closely or relying on somebody a little bit too much to gain something that you didn't need them to gain. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You were relying on somebody. She's very independent. She doesn't need anyone when she comes in the upright, but when she comes in the reverse here, and it does have this regression sort of energy. Oh my goodness. Whew. But when it comes in the reverse, she's needing somebody here, and I feel needing maybe somebody for approval, finances, to do their part. Interesting, to do their part, but it wasn't somebody that you maybe should have trusted. For some of you, you knew what kind of person they were from the beginning. That's why this is a lesson. You trusted them again. Oh my goodness. Phew. Oh, wow. Aqua. Excuse me, loves. Whew. For others of you, your first inclination going forward when you do break through those illusions and find out the truth is you're going to maybe want to ghost them. And you may do this a lot. This is that maybe a lesson where if somebody disappoints you, you lock the door on them and throw away the key and never turn back. You put up the walls emotionally or whatever, and you tell them off and then you walk away. And sometimes that's good. You don't need to be putting up with people's bullshit. But other times, especially when it's a relationship worth preserving, or we're very close to this person, on a soulmate level, maybe they are a family member, and it's worth preserving. It's worth growing with them through it, rather than just blocking them out, locking them out, and saying goodbye. You feel me? There's times when that is absolutely necessary. You don't need to always put up with people bullshit, right? But at the same time, those, people are going to disappoint sometimes. And it really depends, Aquas, which category you're in, what you find out about, because this, again, could be something really small or it could be something really big. So if it's something really small and you're locking somebody out and saying goodbye because you didn't tell me that you didn't like me in that sweater, or because you were gossiping to so-and-so about whatever, I don't know. It could be really, really petty. And so it's like, do you want to ghost somebody for that? If you want to save the relationship, you just maybe want to think about it a little. Aqua, I'm just saying. Now, if it's huge and you know damn well you don't want to do this anymore and you have to lock them out, it could be part of the lesson that don't hold on to that guilt, that pain, don't hold association to that and allow that to transform into something else. Because you did what you had to do in that case. You feel me? This is a lot about it's going to be different for every Aquarius out there. So, highlighted advice here, Aquas. We have listening for the truth and the power of attraction. Wow, you guys. Yes. First of all, listening for truth is really funny here, because somebody's holding truth to themselves or holding some bit of announcement to themselves and they're not letting you know about it. So it's funny that listening for truth would appear here with 36 breaking down to a 9 on that one, because the High Priestess, she listens through her intuitions, through her third eye, through her higher self. She listens for the truth and hears it, thank you, Spirit, even when it's not being spoken out loud. And that's a beautiful thing. Here we have the power of attraction, 3 and a 1, 13, breaking down to a 4. someone in your foundations here. Thank you, Spirit. Someone in your foundations here, and you're trying to gain that that truth. I feel like you're going to attract the truth. It could be through your intuitions. Like, again, I feel like you already know that there's like a tinge of something not quite right. The power of attraction here, this person that's in your foundations, they may be called to tell you the truth, but I feel like for the majority of you, you're going to find out that what you were already feeling was true, right? This power of attraction, you're going to attract the answers that you seek here. Whew. New information for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit. New information. Legacy of Light wanted to pop out. We have 30. The perfection of your life. Interesting. And restore and replenish. 38. A 3 and an 8. Breaking down to, what, 11? 11. Restore and replenish. The perfection of your life. Very interesting. So for some of you here, like I was saying, thank you, Spirit. This going within energy, you're not going to want to go within. You're going to probably want to like rush off and tell that person what's up. You might want to suck it in just for a little bit. Restore and replenish yourself here. Come into an alignment, right? A harmony of self before you deal with the situation. Okay. 30. The perfection of your life here. Okay, first of all, somebody very, very close, obviously in your foundations, very close to your life here. And foundations, this could be absolutely somewhere you work, but it's like you've worked there a long time. You know what I mean? That's like a second home sort of energy. If that's the case, is what it feels like. The perfection of your life. You really don't need this connection for some of you, all right? Especially if you're ready to cut it off. If this is a major thing and you need to cut it off and it's not somebody that you're that close with, your life is perfect just the way that it is. You really don't even need to tell them off, is what I'm getting. Because, you know, we butt heads with people. It's almost like back off, you know, just to preserve yourself, because when we bust heads with people and we come at them forcefully and we, you know, tell them like it is, instead of looking within and just saying, whatever, I'm good, it's okay, or even just taking a minute before we formulate those thoughts and express those things, it's almost like here, Spirit is saying it's just going to take from you. So don't allow it to take from you any further than it already has. Thank you, Spirit. Because your life is okay without this person for some of you. Others of you, it's perfect with that child in your life or with that perfect relationship. It's maybe not perfect right at the second. Whatever that is. Maybe they were doing some little tiny little thing on the side, some white lie. And it's okay. It's okay to take a minute, to take a rest, take a pause, and come back to the perfection of your life together and work it out. Just the same. Okay, phew. Thank you, Spirit. How to handle and process. Softly, softly, the gentle touch. Yes. 2, it's a decision here. 20, breaking down to a 2. Softly, softly, the gentle touch. Here, when you find out the truth, for some of you, there may be some tears. That's the first thing I notice is her tears, right? Others of you, it won't be that big of a deal. You'll just need to, but you may feel very upset about it, but it's really not that big of a deal. But you're so upset about it, right? So do take these messages as they resonate for you, Aqua, because softly, softly, the tender touch, when finding out this information, when clearing up this confusion, when going forward, you're going to need to be gentle and easy, not only on yourself and on the process, with the process, but also on this other person, especially if it's somebody that you want to preserve that relationship with. Okay. Ooh. Ascensions moving forward. She feels and she knows, my friends. Yes, yes. 22, breaking down to a 4. Someone in your foundations, loves. She feels, therefore she knows. That's you. That tinge of something, you knew what was up after the storm. Phew. Number one. It's really that alignment within you. Come back to your center. Come back to yourself. After you find out this information before you go forward. And it's almost like you knew, and so you want to cause a ruckus, or there's a storm that you want to expose now, or something of that nature. But you can just as easily take in this information and go, I knew it. Process that information from within yourself and come into your alignment, right? And proceed with a brand new beginning after the storm is cleared. It's really up to you. There, Aqua. What is the lesson that my Aquarians need to... Whoa. Need to learn? What is the lesson that Aquarius needs to learn? Pandora's gift. I know we have another 45. There it is. Breaking down to another 9. Pandora's gift here. And Sacred Fool. Awesome. 40 here. Break it down to a 4. You've got a lot of 4s and a couple 9s. We ended up with 3 inspiration at the bottom of the deck. Here, this is your lesson. For some of you, you'll beat yourself up. Damn it, I knew I shouldn't have trusted that person. I was foolish. For some of you, you'll instantly lock them out saying, my life is a gift that you are no longer allowed to come. My aura, myself, my energy, my light is, it's a part of me, and I choose who gets to experience that. I cut you out, and now you won't have it, right? There's a little bit of, with this being a lesson and that 5 of Pentacles, it really does feel like I want to say like an ego trip, Aqua, of sorts. Oh, that's a little bit, it's not quite the words I want to use. It's a little bit too harsh. What I mean is because you are a beam of light. You are amazingly beautiful, and you don't have to give your energy to people that are not worth it, that you deem unworthy. But to have that attitude with somebody that you really care about, you might want to rethink that, it's almost like, oh, well, you did me wrong, so now I cut you out because I'm the light and I'm a gift. And you are, it's true. But they're a gift too, right? And each person's journey is sacred. And the paths that we take, whether good or bad, whatever label we put on it right here in this 3D world, they are still sacred. And our place in this life is sacred. For some of you, you may feel also with the other scenario of accepting and needing to rely on somebody else to provide you something, and then therefore you trust them because you need them to provide for you. It's almost like here, everyone has a path. And we learn as we go. We get those messages. We grasp that light. We live, and the life is the gift. The Pandora's box is the heart. It opens up. Light is flooded in and out, and each mission is sacred. Each person is sacred. So for some of you, it's the opposite. Instead of having this ego trip issue, it may be a lack of knowing your worth or knowing your path is sacred. Okay, so do take it as it resonates for you, Aqua. It could go either way, but these being your lessons, let's put it this way, you are so beautiful and so powerful and so amazing. Your path is trickled with light, but it's not really different than anyone else's. Even if they're playing a bad guy in the game or they do bad things, it's still a sacred path walked, each experience, a gift of knowledge that should be accepted through the heart, whether good or bad. Oh, I hope that makes sense. Be inspired here. Oh, Aqua, be inspired here to look at things from all angles. Allow yourself to, and really go within I feel, to find that inspiration. Because this is, with this 3, it's that alignment between mind, body, and spirit, and that esoteric side of you. So it's almost like here, being inspired from within you to take the higher ground, to maybe even forgive if you wish to be gentle on the situation, but also to seek that truth and maybe even get creative on how you're going to find the proof that you seek for this situation. Oh my goodness, you guys. I hope that helps you. I'm talking way too long. I love you guys. Anyway, please let me know in the comments below, my Aquarian friends, how that resonated for you. I hope that it's more on the other spectrum where this is not as big of a deal as it is for others. I know that for some it is, because we got a lot of majors, okay? But for some, it's really not that bad. So let me know what category you're in, and I'm hoping all of you, or most of you, are in the category where it's not that big of a deal. All right. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. I love you so much, my Aquas. If you need a personal reading, hit me up. All of that stuff is in the description box below. Take care of yourselves out there in the world. Peace, love, and light to you always, my Aquarian friends.